some of the things that we've done around sharing projects are particularly thinking about rapid transition and the issues related to that. A good example that I'd like to share is the work that we've been doing around bikes. So we know that there are people for whom transport poverty is very real. They're not able to engage in the world that they live in the same way as those who are more affluent. They may also be people interested in cycling, they may not be. Often we find that there are people who haven't even thought about themselves as cyclists. We've initiated a scheme that removes cost as the barrier to cycling. So we've given away now in Birmingham over 7,000 free bikes. These are good quality bikes. They're not going to fall apart straight away. If you can't ride the bike, we'll teach you how to ride it for free. We'll make sure that you do know how to ride it, and we make sure that everybody knows how to do basic fixing. And the idea of that is that it's providing people with the means to engage in the world that they live in. It's transport for some people, it's recreation for others. For many, it's turned into employment, actually. So we've got women who came to us who were unemployed and unable to ride bikes. They were trained to ride the bikes. They got out and they enjoyed cycling. They've now been trained up as bike leaders, and they're teaching bikeability in schools. It's that whole thing about the circular economy. The schools that they're working in are in their communities with children perhaps who know that they've been on this journey where they've only recently learned to cycle. These are children who themselves are having access to our free bikes. There's something about not assuming that everybody's had the same ability to consume, but then when you do tackle that and you do provide people with what they need to be able to engage, doing it in a way that means that it's not going to end up in landfill quickly, that it's good quality, decent products, and that it's going to people who are actually going to use it and need it. And we've been able to demonstrate by tracking those bikes with people's consent for the first year that actually not only do they use those bikes on a regular basis, but they're travelling in places that our cycling infrastructure currently isn't. So it's having a really important impact on our understanding of how to make that transition into active travel, in ways that are having less of an impact on the climate. That all of those big issues around how we consume and do less, I guess, in terms of the impact that we're having on the planet.